Okay. Had a good Subway lunch and we're back. So it's now 4 or 5 p.m. on Saturday. Just started a second recording to make it a bit more manageable from a bite-sized chunk perspective. So Jasmine, maybe we can just recap where you left off on the last prompt and then explain how you copied that into a Word doc and shared that with me. Obviously, I don't have access to your prompt history.
I'll do that. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming through. You've got a black marker in the middle, yeah. Yeah.
Nice zoom lah. Okay, anyway.
Your favorite.
Okay, so just to recap, Llewellyn has built a UI UX guru, gave it really good instructions. The first prompt, what we did was we just put the URL of the website and immediately knew what it had to do, which is to analyze the website, and it gave us some ideas on how to improve. So this is the strength, obviously analyzing the website, giving us some strengths and places where we could enhance and improve. And then of course, we added more information and we wanted to get a little bit more, give it more context and ask it to give us more recommendations. So we said, someone mentioned this is like a $5 sales. And we really want to enhance the look and feel of this website. And then this is the output from the agent. So it's giving us some specs, giving us some ideas, changing colors, fonts, visuals. And then subsequently, we ask it to give us a face recommendation, which later on you'll see Llewellyn putting it into the livable for the enhancement and also the change to the website. So what I did was, okay, and this is the face enhancement. Okay. So to give us very detailed spec, which then I copied, put it into a Word doc, and I sent it to Llewellyn. So Llewellyn, yes, over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jasmine.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to now try and enhance some of the findings from the UI UX perspective, see within the next half an hour, depending on how much we will spend within Lovable. It's to enhance the UI UX. I think once we're done with that, we'll quickly pivot back to building out the copy AI agent. So do the UI UX first. Once we're happy with some minor updates, I'm not going to try and change it too much because the trick is to not break all the agents and the whole site and all the videos that you've created. So that's the tricky part. Then come back, build out the copy agent, and then get it to read the website copy. And then we'll come back to the website and try and fix the copy, and then go back to the PowerPoint and see what else we still have on our list. And that'll be a Saturday rapid time to value enhancement. Cool. Let's go. Okay. So here's the guru. I don't need that right now. So I've opened up AI Brand Consult on Lovable, which is where I have initially built the MVP, our $5 SaaS. And for those of you that haven't used Lovable yet, it's a great way for you to try and bring your MVPs or your ideation to life as a non-coding person. I've always been extremely frustrated by the inability to build websites. I think that changed over time with things like Shopify and Squarespace, WordPress. I've tried them all. I've probably tried 4 different platforms. This may not be for everyone. I've spent the last 2.5 months trying to perfect and understand the limitations of this platform and the technology. It's pretty good. It's enabled us to build out quite a few different things. However, it can create quite a mess and a nest of chaos if you're not careful and you're not structured. So normally what you want to do is put together like a PRD or a spec before you even start your build, okay? And then from there, use that as a guideline as you build out the different sections. Again, there's been no creative humans harmed or paid for in this exercise to date. And that is the point of this mission that we're on, is to show how Jasmine and myself together as two founders are able to self-fulfill as far as possible, leveraging AI. So I'm going to take the feedback that Jasmine's provided. There's a few key points here for a phased premium enhancement. Okay. So phase 1 is foundation enhancements. Let's see. I love how it's still referring to week 1 or 2. We should be hour 1 and 2. We don't work in weeks. Anyway, critical perception improvements without structural changes, typography and color system. So interesting is that it's given us a spec. Okay. Premium color, dark, navy, gold, platinum, primary. So we can test this, and normally in Lovable, you can go one of two ways about it. You can either just do it in the prompt, or you can update the knowledge base. The nice thing about Lovable is you can test it, and then if you don't like it, revert back to a previous version. So let's try that. So I'm going to put this in, and let's see what comes out the other side. In principle, I don't mind the colors recommended. So the primary is dark, gold, platinum. So it's got some interesting recommendations. Okay, so that's one thing you must be aware of, that's gonna fundamentally change this entire site. So everything that we've done here from a color perspective will change, and it doesn't always all change correctly. So let's go through the exercise. Can you see clearly, Jasmine, as I'm typing here?
Very clear.
Okay. Being very specific on what not to break, as well as the fact that we have designed videos that we don't want to lose or become redundant because of massive changes to the website. So I really want to make sure that whatever we do is on a granular scale for minor enhancements. to start with, because Jasmine spent quite a lot of time building those videos. And I don't want to lose the ability that if people watch a video, it doesn't align with the site. So that's our first big challenge. Secondly is I'm going to just use the chat function, because this doesn't do changes. It just gets the AI on the Lovable side to understand what I'm trying to do. I'm going to take, I'm going to first send this message so that it understands where we're going. One of the things I always say is with AI, you must talk to AI like you would speak to a child. You really want to give it very specific instructions, be repetitive, be clear, be as detailed as possible. Okay. So yeah, you can see it understands current structure we must preserve. Okay. Current design assessment. Okay. So it's given a lot of confirmation of what we're currently using, and then it's confirming what it's ready for. Okay. And again, it will ensure that it keeps things intact. So you can see how important that is. We're on the same page. There's no ambiguity. If you just take those typography or those recommendations from co-founder or any recommendation and bang it in here, you're doomed to fail or go into a massive wheel spin. And we don't want that. So I'm going to say, yeah, is the recommended first step. What do you suggest or agree or disagree with? Excuse my English. Okay, so we're going to try and just quickly confirm. Let's see what it says. So it's confirming where there's clashes from the recommendations. Okay. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is stuff I have zero understanding of, to be completely frank. But I'm reading it, I'm understanding it, and I'm learning the whole way through. So it's given a plan. Okay, so it's going to extend the theme variables. Okay. It's adding the topography enhancements. Okay. Okay, so it's registered the changes, what it needs to do back, what it needs to add, what it's going to maintain, and then also making sure that nothing's broken. We can roll back if there's any issues and also maintain API integrations. So I'm going to go ahead and implement the plan. So it should take quite a while to process. Normally what I do is when I'm working with Lovable, I tend to jump between tasks because there's quite a lot going on here. I think what I will do is make the best use of your time. And let's quickly jump into building out the copyright agent. Okay. So the reason that I still use GPT, if you're wondering, is for one reason and one reason only. On O3 Pro, on the deep research, that really is unchallenged at the moment, and we haven't perfected that in Co-founder yet. So I really use GPT to help me with the deep research. As you can see, it's super comprehensive, and I'll flesh it out. I try and create a single agent, deep research, or instructions associated with it. I can do this in Co-founder, but the deep research is actually what I'm after. Yeah. So I'm going to jump forward to the copy agent and just scroll down here. Okay. So yeah, you can see now I want to do deep research to build a knowledge base for an agent to help with copy design. It asks me a few questions to confirm. I confirm those questions, and then it gives me the copy best practice. So I'm going to copy this unintended, and I'm going to pull it across. Super comprehensive. You see, the reason I like the deep research is all of the sources that are provided are really powerful. I'm going to take that documents. Let's go. It's going to reuse this template here. And highlight everything and then delete. I'm saving a PDF because I know my agent and co-founder is going to need that. And I'm going to go down to the instructions that I designed for this. So when I prompted, it gave me a single agent or multi-agent opportunity to build out more than one agent I was experimenting with. So I'm going to go down to the single agent version that I re-prompted for, which is these instructions here. Okay, copy that. And then we're going to build out our copy guru. So it's taking the description. I always paste the instructions, the detailed instructions into the description because it provides all of the nuances to map out the key skills, responsibilities, goals, which really helps enhance the agent's capabilities. I then repaste the instructions in there for the detailed instructions. And then I like to keep it simple. These conversation starters, if you don't clear them out, they are present in every conversation, which can be a little bit overwhelming. Okay. And then I go to my copywriting knowledge base. Okay. And then let's add a nice image. I don't like to keep that blank. So let's see, what do I have here? I normally have a few things either downloaded or used. Let's see. Okay, let's use this one here. And we're good. While that's busy loading, we go back. Let's see. Okay, so you can see it's finished. Just read here what it's implemented. Okay, so it extended the font weights. Let's see the difference already. Okay. And colors, interesting. Just added the glass morphism. Glow effects, we'll check. So let's just pop this out, take a look. So before I publish anything, I'll do a proper once over from top to bottom. So there's the glass morph. Tell me if you see things that are different, Jasmine. It's very subtle. I think the cards are a bit cleaner. Still very text heavy for my liking. I'm not happy with this section. I really want to spend a lot of time cleaning up copy. I like a more minimalist feel. This is an animation that I created to try and show how once you get into a co-founder, you could create agents that work together from a workflow perspective. And again, I was able to develop this just from vibe coding. I don't know, it's a bit gimmicky. I'm not sure if it'll stay. I don't think it really uh, hits the mark just yet. So a bit of experimentation. Let's see. Okay. I don't see anything too major. Jasmine, you see anything major? Nothing really, eh? I think
No.
this font is definitely different. And that glass morph panel around there. Okay. Definitely the font size is increased. That part I can notice. This padding and spacing between looks bigger as well. So it looks a little bit cleaner. Let's see what the next phase is. So I'm just going to prompt it for the next phase. Okay, our copywriting guru is up and running. We can test this so long. So as you can see, while this is loading, you can always jump between tasks if you're capable. Don't lose yourself. So it's going to do phase 2 now. So what I'm going to do is take the actual website. There we go. And let's see how well this new agent works. So there's the call to action button. If I press consult, what am I on here? I might need to change my model. Let me stop that. I like to go for more technical, lengthy. Always you can read in Cofounder which models are best suited for which function. Like I mentioned, we have all of them, but for the more technical stuff, I like to go Claude 4. Okay, and let's do a consult. Okay, so it's implemented phase 2. Yeah, so yeah, you can see now it's trying to get clever with the animation. I'm not sure about that. It's added the gold accent, which seems weird. And it's really just on the main header call to action. So I'm not really feeling that. What do you think, Jasmine?
Mm.
Okay, so I said consult me on the copy. I'm jumping around a bit. Let me stay stuck here. What do you think, Jasmine?
It used to be what, green, a purple, blue.
Yeah,
I think it doesn't. I don't know. Just
it's not
a bit out of
really.
space, out of place.
Yeah. Now, sometimes to be very clear, I will just show with the screenshot the exact thing I want to fix. Okay, so let's go back. What are the other recommendations? The typography. Okay, so let's just get this locked and loaded. Facing secondary. Yeah. Okay, so let's remove the gold animation. Okay, what was there was more phases here. So let's just always go back and make sure that you're following the phases that were recommended. Okay, phase one, phase two. Mhm. Okay, so it's looking at typography refinement. So let's focus on the typography. It's going to take the spec that was provided, which was quite a lot, and just get the AI on Lovable side of the fence to take a look at it, see what we got versus what's recommended, and make sure that we don't do something fundamentally different that breaks the website. I said I must leave the gold out because we've already got too many colors. I'm feeling that. Yeah, give it the go ahead, implement the plan. let's go back to our AI agent. So I said consult me just to show you how the call to action button works. Okay, so it provides a bit of a data dump. It's not really doing a consultation. So normally I would get it to ask one question at a time in the instructions. Okay, so I'm going to start a new chat. I'm going to get it to analyze the existing website. I already suspected that these instructions are not going to work, and I'm going to have to do quite a bit to fix it. And I'll explain now exactly what I'm seeing. I just pasted the wrong ones in here. So I want to paste the website in here. So let's just close here, continue tabs open. Send it. Okay, so now you can see there's a lot that's gone on here, and I can already tell that I don't really like the font design. What do you think, Jasmine? You there?
Mm, yeah, I'm here.
You
I
see that
think
it's changed
yeah,
quite.
the fonts, yeah. It just feels a little less friendly to me.
I'm not feeling it at all.
Yeah.
It feels like Times New Roman. I don't like it. Okay. So I'm gonna go back and undo that. What I'm gonna do is or let me try this. Is it possible to keep the original font while accepting the spacing and other changes? We don't like the new font. Feels old and updated. Let's see. Okay, jumping back. Interesting. So it's saying that we have heavy use of jargon, complex navigation. Don't know about that. This is a good suggestion. Interesting. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, so it's also picked up the complex pricing structure and multiple pathways. Interesting. Good suggestions. Yeah. Yeah, then looks like we're back to the original fonts. Spacing has changed. We haven't really solved the feeling of being a $5 SaaS, but that's okay for now. Let's get the basics right. Okay. What do you think, Jasmine? Not much of a change there outside of some spacing. Let's go next. Last morphism. Okay. Let's see if this can help. I like this style. I'm telling it to design the glass morphism spec into section stages so that we can do like the hero section first. If we don't like it, we don't have to undo everything. We just have to focus on the one section that we changed. Done that. So let's do the hero section first. I'm not happy with this yet. So one of the things about the copy instructions is I feel like it has the output. Don't for copy, I suspect that you want more of a consult to understand what you're trying to do, and then for it to help design the copy or look at the copy and whether or not you're following best practice to get that narrative across in a sequential fashion with the right headers, subheaders, call to actions through a user flow. So I want to just maybe test these instructions a bit. Keeping in mind that I have zero copywriting experience, I might be asking the wrong question. I'm really fumbling my way through this, but I'm going to ask the AI to help me understand if this is the right way to approach it, and if so, to help me redesign the instructions. Don't want it to just be for a website. This agent, I want it to be if you've designed a brochure, presentation, any piece of material that it follows a specific best practice formula. Let's send it. Let's see. Okay. Now, the Euro section I can see is updated with glass morphism panels, and it is evident.
But you see how there's like a box around
Yeah, so that's the glass morphism there.
but it doesn't do anything, right? It just
Well, it's the reason it doesn't is because of our look and feel
mm,
from the spec perspective. So technically, uh, this contrast is not serving it well. And think of like what I did with Asia Innovate Hub, for example, how I had the glass morph on a black background, whereas this is dark on dark. So this
mm.
is not working. Let me quickly run to the gents. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, so the reality is, Jasmine Lynn, at this point, we're going to have to make like a critical decision on look and feel, right? So we can play around a bit. I'm going to go through a bit of trial and error because what it's supposed to look like, right? Because I've been investigating this style before in the past for something else I'm building. Typically, what you're looking at is something like this, right? This is the concept. So the contrast has to be there. There's some more here. Where are you? Where are all my designs? See, so that's got a much better look and feel. There's some other examples with a dark background here. Here we go. So it's supposed to elevate. What you've seen is that border like that, right? But it's not working. You see? So I like this. So I'm gonna try. I suspect we should try um, something closer to this, which means we have to change the contrast, the background. But we must commit, right? You're going glass morph, you're going glass morph. So we commit. It's a fundamental change. We stay within the same structure from a section perspective, but your videos are going to look, it'll have the same buttons, but it's going to be a whole different look and feel. That's the strategic decision we must make. So the question is, do we want to do that? Or do we want to focus on the copy and not fundamentally change it so dramatically at this point from a look and feel perspective? We can try the hero section, see how it feels. Yes, no, you're not communicating with me.
I'm thinking if it's necessary. I don't know. Because you have to obviously add an image or, I mean, for the glass to work, right? Obviously,
Yeah,
it's on top of something. There is nothing behind it. That's why it doesn't show.
yeah, but I'm not too worried about that part. It's a commitment to, so let's give it a bash. Okay, so let's give it some more context in which to work with.
Do you want to give it like a background, like what you have right now?
Maybe that's not a bad idea.
Mm. I mean, it is the brand color.
Yeah, I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I just want to give it a bit more guidance. Tell me if I go past it. Sorry if you see it.
See what?
That image I was just on. I'll go past it.
Oh, yeah. Bubbles.
I just want to give it some more examples.
Yeah, the one on the left. Mm.
It's always good to provide examples for something. If you're not sure where to get inspiration from, Pinterest is great. There you can see the immediate change it's making to make it more frosted and to stand out. Again, mm, the text versus the glass panel don't align. So what's happening is, and for the sake of this video, we'll go forward a little bit. We will know if we hit something we like. If we don't like it, we're going to reverse and we're going to shift from the glass morph thinking to pause on that and rather focus on the copy. Okay, so you can see there's big changes starting to take place, which is really changing the look and feel. Okay, so again, if I just take us out here, we've got an animation that plays at the top. We've got this. Okay, my gut feeling is that we should reverse and come back to this as a whole separate workshop, because what we need to be careful of is fundamentally changing the look and feel from the first three videos. So strategically, we need to make a decision, because this style, the glass morph style, is going to have to be applied across the whole website and could change the whole feeling. And right now, based on us having an MVP with videos aligned to that MVP, I think we should focus on getting the copy right. I think we've fixed the spacing, the headings. That's my recommendation as a non-creative. Your thoughts, Jasmine?
Mm. I think the current look doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I mean, having done so many videos of the previous site, doesn't feel like an upgrade. I think from a $5 we went to $1. True story.
Yeah. Let's go back. So you can see I can navigate backwards here. So I'm going to go back to a previous version. Okay. This is the power of Lovable. Okay, well, that's busy restoring. So there you can see it restored back to the previous version. Okay. I'm going to go back to the copy side of things, or let me just see what else was in here. Background enhancements. Let's see. Finish with all of these. So we have to work through all of these enhancements that were provided from the agent we created for the specific exercise. I'm going to tell the AI on Lovable side, That's busy checking. Let's see our agent instructions. Let's do more of a consult as I requested. 3 to 5 clarifying questions. Request the assets. Okay, so what is the vision? What is the narrative? The KPIs we want to hit, target audience, brand persona, value proposition, constraints, assets. Then it will summarize the copy. Then it's going to reference a knowledge base for best practice. And then give an output. This is more in line with what I'm looking for. This feels like having a copy resource that would know a bit more the why, the how, and align it. Okay. Okay, let's give this a bash. So I'll go back to co-founder. I'm going to go back to that agent. Going to edit the agent. I'm going to go edit those instructions. I've updated the agent. We'll come back to that. Let's go see here. So there's a lot of technical stuff here that I don't fully understand. Again, this is uncharted territory, and normally the way I go is by feel, back and forth. We've tried an approach with an agent designed for UI UX, which has given recommendations that I don't fully comprehend, especially when it's written out as code or with terminology. So we are flying blind, as they would say, but we will implement the plan. I've read through everything. In principle, there's nothing jumping out that worries me. It's remembered to not replace or include the gold color spec, but rather take the recommendations with the violet blue palette that we have. And then there's lots of technical jargon around things that are micro elements and animations. So let's give it a bash. Okay, while that's busy running, let's start our consult. So I'm going to need your help here, Jasmine, as we dive into the copywriting. Oh, wait, let me just remove all of those conversation starters. Yeah, no. again, this is the game that you're playing, right? So what I'm realizing very quickly here is normally I take a much simpler language approach, looking at what I see and then asking it to make changes. So that obviously doesn't work. You can't see. Let me just expand this out. Okay. That's the major changing the header. Okay. So let's see. So I'm going to undo that. Let's just see what phase two was. Okay, so in one sentence, what is the future state or big promise that this copy needs to convey? Okay, one. Very Jasmine.
Yep.
Very quiet, eh? Am I pushing you here?
No, 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 because you're multitasking, so I don't know
Too much. Am I
if,
jumping around?
yeah, you're jumping around, and I don't know if I'm speaking to, like, I don't know if you can't pay attention, then
Okay, no problem. Let me try and stay more focused. Okay, so
yeah.
thinking, even these changes here are new. Because if you go to the original website, it was like that, right?
Mm.
So it doesn't look cleaner, right? Or what do you think?
Mm.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. This is how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to know what you want and what you don't want. So And we're back in the game. Okay. So my current feeling is the following. If we stay focused, there's a lot of UI, UX changes that have been recommended. We can work through all of this through trial and error. I busy reading now. I want to come back to this, but there's a few things that were raised to us in our previous discussions that were critical, right? So the first thing for me is that the pricing, I want to fix the pricing element where they said it's very confusing to understand the pricing. So you've got our environment to set up the environment, the white labeling, then we've got the session with Jerome, then we have his workshops. So one of the things that we said in the previous discussion is that maybe we need to summarize that better after this section here, which is what next? And to say these are the options you have. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4.
Yeah, you mentioned that you wanted to hide and then only have them review the options as they click through.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I think the idea is you give them a clean page and you give them a lot of value and people will interact with the agents and when they like it so much they will be asking themselves what's next, right?
mm,
Yeah. So how do we sell but doesn't feel
mm.
like selling?
options are so it's going to be one, which is establish your is there a better naming convention? Okay, so we do AI environment setup. We'll come back with better naming conventions just now. Environment setup. Two, white label platform. Three is a deep dive consult to our consult. Four is full day, choose one of four full day workshops.
The AI environment setup is more like a AI workspace setup, right?
You think I must change it?
I mean, if you think it's not clear, then I think AI workspace, maybe people understand.
I'm going to say it must come after the agents and before the AI brand command center. So I'm
Yeah,
asking for
correct.
spec. Let's get the basics right, because you and I know that we can go into the finer UI UX elements, but that is like a 4 or 5 hour sprint on its own. And we could just go in one big circle if we don't get, the basics and running right now. Okay. So just building in a whole new section with 4 simple cards. So fourth card. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Then what I'm going to do is see how from there, so we keep it simple and then maybe collapse the other sections that open up, depending which card you click, it opens up that section so that you can read more. To just make the websites more simple, more focused. And then I'm going to loop back to make it more minimalist and consistent from a color perspective. Do you like the colors or not? Do you think that it always comes down to personal preference. This is old. Maybe remove this. I think this makes it feel a little bit But the reason I put that in there is because of people not understanding how to use the agents. So we can fix that. We can maybe enhance these cards a bit more so it doesn't have so many different colors. Maybe we can have one spec. The idea was that each has its own color. This can be more collapsible, maybe. Okay, so here's the what's next. Mm, We can link these call to action buttons to the relevant section. This can be to book a session. This can be linked to the relevant section. What do you think?
Yep. Mm, thinking. I think you need to
Listening.
clean up the link a little bit. I see that there's an extension where it says month. You just maybe need to delete until call for the Calendly link. Remove the question mark. Yep.
We don't actually need the pricing in both. What we could have is that when you say view details, yeah, it opens with that, the details for each of these. Then we can remove it from here.
Mm.
It's time to get serious here. I need to put on my I don't have a donkey. Do I have a donkey?
I knew you were gonna.
Comes from the AI. Okay, this is getting real. Let's go. Okay.
This donkey can roll eye, you know.
No, no.
But there's no lines on your forehead at least.
Yeah.
It's all smooth.
Yeah. It's better. It doesn't pull the faces that I pull. Okay, so please update attachment 2 when you click view details with the details from attachment 1. Include the same Calendly link. Also remove that pricing detail from the command. No, let me do it in a separate one, otherwise I'll break it. Let's try and clean this all up and just get the flow a bit better. This is just the way it goes. When like when I spend a full day doing this, it's just this tedious process of trial and error. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we're on the hook now because we've started the series and we have to deliver. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that's much better. See if it opens. Okay, cool, done. Now we do the same for the white label. And then I delete the 2. Sec. Okay. Now I'm going to delete these two. Then we need to, we've connected this. Then we need to connect this to the 4-day workshops. Also, this section here, the book a deep dive, we can just keep it nicely plugged up above. We don't need this whole section as well. So we clean up the duplication, right?
Yeah, are you gonna keep Jerome's video or pictures?
Yes. So we should, but it doesn't say view details, yeah. Let's see. No. Please send me the demo link that should be of the command center here quickly, if you don't mind. I'll just update this. Okay.
You need all three videos or just the
Just the one.
first one?
Just the, oh, I'm not sure. I haven't seen that. Uh,
Live demo.
for now, just the command center, please.
Oh, the command center. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Hey there, welcome back to AI Brand Cost.
Okay, done. Now we can remove this section, yeah. Then we just got to figure out how we do the full day um, workshop intensive sessions. Okay. Love it. Cooking. Now, how do we link this card? Okay. Okay, so then I think we need to still not convinced that the upsell is there. This call to action is not here, right? I mean, it's like you've got the free agents. Then it's like, what next? Choose your path to AI powered transformation. It doesn't really explain it, whereas this command center was helping to explain it. Yeah, there, much better. So it was cool. Um,
You know the button that says ready to upgrade?
wait, so I'm
Yeah,
not
the
sure.
bottom. Right at the bottom. Yeah, that one. Ready to upgrade. Down, down. Yeah, that one. So instead of saying what's next, would ready to be ready to upgrade and then this button makes more sense.
Yeah.
So then it's clear we have one section that is free and then
Mm.
the one below is just an upgrade options.
What I might do is in 10 minutes, we stop this video. This is a 2-hour session just to manage the length. And we start a new one as we continue.
Yeah, agree. I think the ready to upgrade is clear.
We don't need this one as well.
Choose your, yeah.
bit better. And we can remove this here, right? Or do you leave it? We got ready to upgrade above.
But I still need to pick a card.
No, but you've got a chair, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can remove the bottom one, unless it's just like another call to action button.
Yeah.
Then it's just one ready to upgrade. Then just a schedule call. No need to have the whole box.
So I remove this section. I wonder if this should not come sooner. Let's do the new agent copy analysis where it's asked us questions and what you're trying to achieve, and then see the recommendations that come out of that. Okay, but before we do that, so let's just do like this.
Do you want to change? Do you want to your pro insider intelligence? Should it go to the top where the agents are? Kind of like a pro tip, you know?
Let's see if I can find that recording for you. Okay, let's jump back into it. Okay. Where are we? So I want to still fix this header and clean this up, make it a bit more modern. I dropped that whole section with the cards. Okay, I've pulled up the access the 50,000 underneath this heading. I'll just maybe remove this line. Let's do this. I'm gonna come back and try and clean this all up. I'm just trying to make it more minimalist for now. There, we've reduced the whole section. I'm gonna try and fix this color scheme. This doesn't feel so good. These cards feel basic, but we want basic for now. Get him there. Really want to fix this hero section. what I'm going to do is while I wait for the website to update, let's see. Can I get you to just take a look here quickly? Tell me when you're ready. You're on mute.
Yep.
Okay, so I've changed the header. I'm thinking I'll create a AI agent. Why are you laughing?
It's pretty.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah. I
tell me, use your words.
no, I think it's nice. What's with
Yeah.
the traffic light up there?
No, yeah, I don't like that either, but I'm gonna clean this up.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll connect one of the co-founder agents at the back here. I'm almost thinking that you can have a selection, yeah, that when you click on it, this console becomes that agent. So you've got a button for the different agents. Like here you have brand strategy help, brand playbook. Anyway, so this, yeah, smaller, completely changed it to that. And then I've removed that whole section and condensed this. So those other cards have been removed. And then the rest is business as usual. But I just want to confirm, do you think this is the right way to go? You land on here, it's clear immediately you can engage with the console. No ambiguity, no reading headings. I'll clean up the console a bit and the design to make it more minimalistic, remove the traffic lights here. What do you think?
Thinking. I'm just thinking, like, so adding the buttons at the side, I think is not gonna work. It's just gonna make it very complicated, and people probably wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Then obviously we have the buttons below, so it's the same but different, right? Just a different way of engaging with the client, with the agents. You could either come here or you could go to the console. Or the console it's only one agent, which is the playbook agent.
Give me one sec. What is the question, sorry?
The question is, the console and actually, so there are two ways of engaging with the agents, right? It's either here, but here is only one agent, which is the brand strategy agent, or is the playbook agent.
I'm not sure yet. That's why
Okay.
it can
Okay.
be a general agent, but I'm wondering if I should make it multifunctional so that this is the interface and there's a way to select which agent you engage with. Like oversimplifies it completely. It becomes like a functional go-to. So it's, oh, sure. Look at this. Ooh.
You
Yeah.
want it clean.
I'm trying to remove the colors.
See.
What do you think?
I think in one
Are
of
we
the
are we going too far away from where we were?
I remember, so just now when we were saying to like the call to action or something, they were saying maybe take a quick assessment now, or take a 2 minute something 2 minute assessment. Maybe this is something that we can put here just for people to do like a quick test. I don't know.
For what though? Kind of want them to dive into. We could make this the deep research. So if, your starting point is deep research. I could make this a deep research agent.
Like a quick winner.
Well, yeah, maybe. Or it's the brand strategy agent, the standalone brand strategy, this one, because
Mm. Or should it be like a concierge?
yeah, that's the other.
Yeah, like tell me what you're trying to solve and I'll tell you which agent you should use.
There we go. I like where that's going.
Because then it makes sense, right? It's kind of like you land, you come to the reception, and then I tell you, okay, there's a lot of things on this page, but don't worry, just tell me what you need or what you want to achieve. I'll just let you know who you need to speak to.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, people like Jake who already know their way around, they will go straight to the agent. So I believe that first chatbot should be like somewhat like a concierge for someone who is new and doesn't know how to navigate the page.
Yeah, I think we take a break soon. Um, I like that it starts with this. So this could be a concierge, like you said, and we can build an agent just for that to help them understand which agents to use and how it helps. Then if you come down here, you see it. I just need to fix this design. I'm trying to get it to be more minimalist. So it's supposed to be easier to navigate. And then ready to upgrade what the command center is. I'm still not liking this section. And then Jerome, I'm not sure about this. Calculate your AR, ROI. I think we must drop this. What do you think? Why you laugh? You're muted.
Haha. I think that it's fancy, but I don't know. I think it's lost. People may not necessarily understand what the diagram does. I think the concierge idea is good. It does um, make the site more AI native, right? There's
Yeah,
someone to guide you around, someone to tell you where to press, what to click.
yeah.
And if you could, like in the chat, just say, click here, you'll be speaking to who, then they actually do not need to navigate the website at all.
Hmm.
And your $5
We're
for
gonna
a
go to
site upgraded.
The $5.
Wow, fancy, fancy.
We should get t-shirts made. $5 sass. Not.
Yeah.
Philip.
No naming, no naming.
Send it to him.
And I was so deep in the video, nobody was with me at this part.
Yeah, this is going to take a bit of rework. Where are we in this recording? Okay. I'm going to update it with this new design. And then what I'm going to do is I've tested the copyright agent. It works really well from a consulting perspective. So okay, so you can see the update. So maybe you can just check here, Jasmine. So I've updated it. It's a lot more minimalist with the design. So I'll come back. I think there's work to be done. Okay, so I did a full consult for the new copywriting guru. So it asked me questions around what, in one sentence, what's the future state? Okay, so I said the copy needs to convey any visionary, dreamer, builder, innovator can rapidly go from idea to reality with AI brand consult. No need to be held down by a lack of intelligence or need for budget to pay for expensive design agency. Rapid time to value and strategy. Unlock your vision with our world-class brand strategy. Then it asked me the next question: what key story or narrative would readers feel? Transformation from stuck to launched. So I said, transform from no purpose to the ultimate human experience. Transform from stuck in a dead-end corporate job to living your best life. Transform from amateur hour to feeling like you have the team of the best AI agents surrounding you and helping to unlock your next phase of success. Move from slow and cumbersome to rapid time to value. Perfect. KPIs, how will success be measured? I said success is measured by how many people use the free agents and unlock their story. Success is measured by how we build a thriving community and bring together visionaries with rapid time to value AI agents supported with expert creatives that can execute the MVP. Success is measured by how many people can join co-founder to build the new world. Okay, then it said primary reader profile, role, age, expertise level, main pain points. Target audience is entrepreneurs, innovators, branding, or creatives that want to move quicker with rapid time to MVP or ideation. Anyone that wants to create, build, or scale, but is stuck because of the lack of knowledge or lack of budget or lack of resources or inspiration. And it said, give me 3 adjectives that best describe your desired voice: inspirational, factual, energetic. Okay. What's the top feature or benefit? Access to the free agents, the 9 free agents from the world's best branding guru framework, from their ability to become AI native with these agents available 24/7 in a collaborative team environment where you can hyperscale, extra time to market. Are there any legal, regional compliance rules? I've said we need to avoid complacency, lack of detail from the user, and lack of thinking. Human AI, human, not sleep. Need to always interrogate and enhance the AI response to your human input. Do not trust everything verbatim. AI is an enhancer, not your replacement. So now it's asking for the website, and it's going to review everything. Let's see. I think it's a much better consult process, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So these are frameworks, right? Which I don't understand, but they copy frameworks. So it's taking this information and measuring it against these frameworks. Maybe someone who's studied this will know what it means more than we do. Okay. So what I think it did is it looked at the best way to, because you get different ways you can do copy, and then it recommends which one is the best for what we're trying to do. So that's pretty cool. So it's recommended Pastel, given revised copy. So it gives you the problem hook immediately to address the emotional pain point. The transformation promise is specific, minutes versus months. That's pretty cool. What I'm going to do, so let's just finish reading here. It still talks in weeks. We're going to do this all tonight. Okay. So now that it's established that, I'm going to ask it to design in detail our brand voice, our brand personality as a knowledge base, which we can save. And then we build out an agent that has that for all future copy. Then after this, we take a break. It's now 7:35, ladies and gentlemen, and we need to feed the engine before we do the night shift. Hope you've enjoyed your 3 hours with us and having as much fun as we are in trying to create ARbrandconsult.com. break. Look at this. Tell you, I can love it. Okay, so here's our brand, voice, and personality Bible. This will be a knowledge base that I add to an agent. I've asked it explicitly for examples across all social media. So primary, revolutionary, secondary, mentor, tertiary, ally. The three pillars of our voice. Appearance, sharp but approachable. Think Steve Jobs meets Oprah. That's classic. Wait, I have to update my avatar. We need to do an avatar update right now. Avatar, choose video filter. I think based off what I just delivered here, I will take on the following. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Okay. Okay. Communication, direct truth teller who sees your potential before you do. Boom. Okay. Superpower, taking complex strategy and making it feel inevitable and achievable. Perfect. Impatient with excuses and complacency. That's 100%. That's me, right? Okay, secret. Genuinely believes everyone has untapped genius waiting to break free. I fucking believe that. Yes, all of you have that. Let's go. Personality trait spectrum. What we are: visionary, revolutionary, catalyst, confident, audacious, unstoppable, strategic, systematic, scientific, direct, bold, uncompromising, supportive, empowering, transformational. What we are not: polite, politically correct, 100% not. Condescending, we're not condescending sometimes, but I try not to be. Theoretical, academic, ivory tower. Fucking hate an ivory tower. We are here to crack and break them ivory towers. Slow, bureaucratic, traditional, wishy-washy, uncertain, apologetic. Don't be apologetic, just be a doer. Expensive, elitist, gatekeeping. Think that. We are totally not that. Let's fucking go. Okay, voice characteristics by medium. LinkedIn, thought leader who's been there, done that, and wants to pull others up. Let's go. Bold predictions, practical wisdom. Example post: corporate burnout isn't a badge of honor. It's a warning sign that your vision is suffocating. Yes, please. 9 AI agents plus world-class strategy frameworks. Your corporate escape velocity. Love it. Instagram. No one uses Instagram. Twitter. The friend who tells you what you need to hear. Provocative insights, punchy, quotable, shareable. You don't need a 50K agency. You need 9 AI agents who work 24/7 and never ask for a raise. Okay. YouTube, educational authority. If you're watching this, you're probably stuck. Maybe you're in a corporate job that's slowly crushing your soul. Maybe you have a brilliant idea, but have no clue how to turn it into reality. Maybe you're tired of watching other people live the life you want. I sure am. Okay, here's the truth nobody tells you. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't talent. It isn't luck. It isn't even money. It's access to the right intelligence at the right speed. Give it to me. Give it. Come on, Jasmine. Are you feeling what I'm feeling? Wise mentor, email voice. Okay, personal story, strategic insight, direct but warm. Welcome to the revolution. Your transformation starts now. Click here to scan the QR code. Hi, Jasmine. Welcome to AI Brand Consult. You just took the step that separates dreamers from builders. Welcome to the builder side. Let me not let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I've been where you are, staring at a vision that feels too big, too complex, too impossible. 20 years ago, I was stuck analyzing. 20 years ago, I was stuck in analysis paralysis while my dreams gathered dust. Amen. Then I discovered something that changed everything. The right frameworks plus accelerated intelligence equals unstoppable momentum. Let's go. That's exactly what you have access to. Your non-AI brand experts are standing by. Your world-class strategy frameworks are loaded. Your transformation timeline has just dropped from months to minutes. Let's fucking go. Nurture sequence, sales sequence, presentation and webinars, visionary leader hinting the future. That's you, Jasmine. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to read this part? Come, opening hook. Let's go, Jasmine, your turn. Put your avatar on. Let's go. Come on, Jasmine. You're on mute, eh? The start to transformation is to unmute on Zoom. Jasmine. You must put your avatar. You need an avatar. Come, let's go. Avatar.
Mm.
Okay, so this, while Jasmine slowly fumbles into an avatar, ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Go, aka Go Time. This is her keynote voice for a webinar. Oh, there we go. Okay, opening hook.
The font very small. Can you make it bigger?
Sure.
The reindeer eyes very small. Ah, there you
There
go.
we go. There we
Ladies and
go.
gentlemen, we're living through the greatest transformation in human business history. The next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you how to either ride this wave or get crushed by it. Oh, the choice is entirely yours. But first, let me ask you something. How many of you have a brilliant idea that's been sitting on the shelf for more than 6 months? Keep your hands up. Now, how many of you believe that idea could change everything if you could just figure out how to execute it? Keep them up. Today, those hands come down as empowered builders. Let's begin.
Sounds good, right? Are you feeling it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. White papers, conversational voice,
Mm-hmm.
response to complaint. I hear your frustration, Jasmine. Building a brand while running a business is overwhelming. That's exactly why we have built these AI agents. Sorry that the free version feels better than the platform version. Please DM us, Jake, and we will fix this for you. Customer service voice, sales conversations, creative guidelines. Okay, love it. Love it. Okay, so let's do this before we close off this recording. Look at this. Next, knowledge base. So always create your knowledge base so that you can add it to your agents. Okay. Personality Bible. Love it. Save this. Okay, so now the other thing I'm going to do, please help design the AI agent instructions to consult and consult any task or project and reference this bubble for best response. I only need the detailed instructions. Please make sure its personality has dark, witty humor in all engagements. As a consult, but always follow the relevant persona, profile, personality, and examples from the knowledge base in the response. Do not confuse the two. Oh, let's go. Okay, we're ready to take a dinner break after this, eh? Feed me Seymour.
I love the musical.
Very dark movie though.
But it's cute.
What I'm going to do, I think, is I'll add both knowledge bases for so AI brands consult, voice and bubble. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So when I say consult me, it reads my LinkedIn profile. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is cool. I mean, anyone could use this. We could release this as a general copywriter. We'll just fix the title maybe. Okay, Jasmine Alun, are you ready for some dinner? So cheers, we're going to stop this recording. This is the end of video 2. It's been officially a 4-hour video. As you can see, we're losing the plot a bit. If you're still here, well done. You're part of the AI Brand Consult Saturday night sesh. Cool. Over and out.